I'm so unused to doing Hangouts this way that I hit the wrong button. The question today: does your e personality match your offline personality? That's the question of the day. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're looking at because I came across some very interesting information last night. I came across this thing talking about the red pill and how red pill indoctrination leads to radicalization. And it was funny because some people on Facebook were tagged some hardcore red pillars, and this is one of the things that I agree with some of the assertions that were in the video because I saw this happen. And this is something I didn't see that happen, but typically people were open once they were radicalized, they were open to even more harmful information. It was crazy how this was. So let me go ahead and give you the T. Make sure that this is appropriately set up. All right. So virtually you, the dangerous powers of your e personality. What is starting to happen? Let me go make that the actual size. Is that people, and this kind of gets back into some of the things I was talking about in the video, the books that I read to learn how to be successful. If you are not careful and you come online and you allow your mindset to be indoctrinated, you can carry those online personalities and traits offline. It was very, very interesting. It was very interesting. And this is some of the stuff I've seen because over the years, I've been online for about, God, since the 90s. Um, Mid 90s, let's see, 1995 is the first time I got online. 95, 2005, 2005. Good Lord, 25 years. And there's always has been this crazy behavior by trolls because you didn't know who they were. They were like, you can't see me, so I'm gonna act any old way. But the behavior is essentially people can, go ahead and get this book. People can go online, become indoctrinated into a tribe, and carry that behavior offline. It's very, very interesting how that is working out. It is super intriguing because what this means is that people are, that's funny, people are, it's kind of like a cancer. People are going online and they're becoming inoculated with certain behaviors, and that's funny, becoming inoculated with certain behaviors, and they're carrying them offline. Now, one of the things is that this online thing is very real, and how you govern and conduct yourself online is very important for, especially if you're going to become a personality, if you're going to become a producer. Every little move that you make, everything will be scrutinized. For some people who asked, like, I started getting the Facebook ads running, and I had some people who were like, look at all the fake ads today. That was just like, once again, something I got to deal with. But the question is, does your e personality match your offline personality? or do you code switch for online stuff? And then, because the thing is, I'm the same online and offline. I'm pretty much what you see is what you get. And that's because I have a life of design and intent. However, there are many people who are online who are nothing like they are in real life. Kind of like some of these rappers. Some of these rappers put out this persona, this image that they're nothing like. I was like Waka Flocka. I've met him a few times. He's nothing in person like he is on stage. It's just totally different cat. So it's very interesting. But well, what they were talking about was the red pill guys. Red pill guys were going online and they were becoming even more radicalized and toxic because they were open. They were becoming racist. Not only did they hate women, they hated Jews, they hated institutions. And, whenever I'm talking to someone on my Facebook page, I could tell if they have these talking points because they start repeating the same verbiage over and over again. Like leftists, there's so many buzzwords that they like to use that this lets me know that this person that I am communicating with doesn't have their own thoughts. It's really crazy. What's up, Walter White? Breaking Bad. I love that. King Nick, Leslie, Monica, JC, Anthony Johnson. Oh, I've got all kinds of plans here. Walter White. I love the thumbnail, man. I love the avatar. King and Nick. A lot of people don't have the maturity and emotional intelligence to understand they never do a lot of shit talking, trolling the people in person. Then they provide, yeah, keyboard warriors. We've always been talking about keyboard warriors, but as in this book, he talks about people actually becoming the online persona. They actually start becoming that kind of person. Essentially, they're no longer selling wolf tickets. Like you'll get this guy who's mild, meek, not really much of an aggressive guy. Then he'll join the red pill community and he'll become very aggressive in his personal life because of the indoctrination. So a lot of these keyboard warriors are switching up. They're no longer keyboard warriors. They will try to mess you up in public. And this is something because, there was this one dude, we were having a conversation because he didn't like me. And he was just like, that's why you're always putting this stuff on your Facebook page about people who disagree with you. If you and I were in the same room, I'm like, why are you talking about violence, bruh? And this is because there's some people I just get rid of immediately because that they're not wrapped too tight. They're kind of crazy. And I know that this creates a harmful effect in terms of, because I've actually started blocking people. Because, for a long time, there was this whole thing like, just let people talk. I will block you like a zombie in a heartbeat because you cannot be contaminating my mental environment with your foolishness. So we have that going on big time. A lot of stuff has changed online. A lot of stuff has become crazy. Thanks for the $5, Walter White. Now, Ben, okay, that's something else too. That's something altogether because a lot of people are getting fired for losing it online. What's up, Lamo? The Hectorics. I don't really know about that. I don't know if it's just a private personality. Anthony Johnson, yeah, these online cults are real. Geeks turning into hateful chads. That was one of the things that I saw because when I had the other channel and I was just talking, it's like I'm out because these guys are talking about I hate women. These are things I actually saw. These online cults are real. Geeks turn into hateful chads. I mean, they're like zombies. Movers Plus. I call dudes acting hard on the phone called phone thugs in harmony. Online can be anything. Trigger fingers turn into Twitter fingers. There's still a lot of keyboard warrior stuff going on. There's a ton of that, but there are many of these guys who are taking this stuff to heart. One of the guys they had interviewed, he was a black guy, and he was part of this red pill culture. And he's like, they're talking about me, like these guys. Jews will not replace us. The guys in Charlottesville that started online. These guys became indoctrinated and rallied with that speech, and they were speaking on code. So it's crazy what's happening, and it just shows you the power of the internet to shape and create thought. The influencer, to become an influencer is a very real thing. To become a person who is about that online thug life, like look at the number of rappers who were not thugs but end up going out and committing real crimes because of the persona that they created. They started like Tupac. I didn't choose thug life. Thug life chose me, right? So we got some crazy stuff. Antonio Williams. Some people want these online negativity to translate into a VHA1. True. Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of DC. This is some toxic stuff. I want you to think about women who have so much influence and wealth that they just sit around all day and create drama. A lot of people are subscribing to that. Psychological silos of ignorance and fear to lead the sheep to the slaughter. Trav, good morning, Big G. Tucking. Taking the digital marketing course with Simple Learn. Your last few streams of the fire. Awesome. Awesome. You taking action. That's a good thing because Movers Plus, being able to control a whole fan base is a drug. The game is worse than any drug. I think that's where we are because like these cult like personalities of pastors for these mega churches, you're getting people on Twitter and Instagram who are doing something similar. Like I was watching a YouTuber and they were like the gang. They had their own because there's this book you should check it out. I actually know the guy who wrote it. I'm gonna show it to you because it's a mix. All right. So what you see is a mixture. Okay, I hope I don't need all that. Primal branding. One of the things I'm seeing with some of these YouTubers, they have created their own language, like the gang, the people in the gang, they call YouTubers because I was thinking it was CJ on 32s, and there was this other dude, this tall dude, he does cars, and they talking about the gang, the folks in the gang. I was just sitting there like, because they keep repeating it. Repetition is indoctrination. This is one of the things that is very intriguing to me what these people are doing. But primal branding, which is a good thing, they're taking elements of primal branding and they're creating these cults. I think a cult is a very good way to look at it. I believe that, man. Movers Plus, fame is the new dollar for people. Sheep culture facts. All right, go ahead, Anthony Johnson. Romero Fisher. Interesting topic. Often folks pretend online what they want to be offline. This is true. What's starting to happen are people are starting to take that to another level. They're starting to take this where they're turning the fantasy into reality. You want to have a following, that's where the money is at. Yeah, like this girl, I'm trying to think of her name. She blew up on YouTube. She's a singer. Um, she got into it with this guy. They were married. They started a YouTube channel together. She didn't like the fact that he was controlling the money, so she went off on her own. Let me see. Let me kill Clarence. Yeah. See, they're so easy to find because all you got to do, I mean, Google is the devil. Like, I saw this happen. All right. Wow. Let's see. Like this dude, here he is. Okay. She was married to this other dude. And that's not, I don't know if that's, I don't know if she had another kid because I guess that's their kid because they had already had, she already had a kid because she's got, because I have seen how these family channels have blown up. Trying to figure out, oh man, they got Getty Images. I can't think of her name, but let's see. Let's see. Queen. All right. He blew up. His channel blew up very quickly. What I'm seeing is a lot of people who are just very interesting personalities are blowing up on Instagram, blowing up. Let's see, Queen and Clarence, Queen Naja. All right. She just really worked Instagram. She got like a regular. Very interesting how I saw they just grew, just became, and people love watching them. These are social media driven personalities because they get everybody in. Because the thing is, everybody's got the camera out and stuff. It's just really interesting because she actually started. Let's see, Queen Naja first husband, Christopher Sales, Chris Jr. Because essentially he went up. I mean, it's just wild how this thing took off. And I'm seeing this because he's still got her up there. So, the whole, because the thing is, I wonder if they were this way or they got indoctrinated online and became this way. Because essentially, they're just kind of hanging out, looking for stuff to do. And I mean, videos consist of them going to have lunch. In my opinion, I think he came up. I think he seriously came up. Because you will see all types of stuff that's happening with these people. Because YouTube is a very real business model if you got the look. If you got the look and the personality, crazy stuff can happen. So it's very interesting. But I just went down this thing of him and Queen started their first YouTube channel and they blew up. Then Queen went off on her own. Then Queen got with Clarence, and it's been a wild, wild, wild thing. So, are these people like this, or did they become like this because of YouTube? Because, once you adapt a certain persona, this creates a lot of interest. I've seen crazy stuff. All right. D. Hector's having a bunch of sheep following you is good for business. Kenneth Copeland, the evangelist, has an estimated net worth of 760 million. Good Lord. Trey, vicarious living black women calling themselves queen. What's up, Johnny Walden? Ben the bartender. Folks at home with no job think they're alike. Aries Williams, fake it till you make it. I guess it works for some. It's a wild, wild thing because I'm a social scientist, so this interests me because I'm asking myself, because on Facebook I did this question. And some people kept it real. Let's see. Let me go to my page. I was like, because this is very fascinating. Does your e personality align with your offline personality? Just a question. So we got some people, yes, and then we got some people like negative. Beaver, totally different people. No, it doesn't. I'm way more funny and outgoing. Not really. It's the same, but it depends on who it is. It's just very interesting to ask that question and get those responses because the internet is causing people to do things differently. So, does your e personality align with your physical real life personality? And for some people, online life is better than real life. Antonio Williams should YouTube my life with multiple baby mamas. Hey man, I can tell you for a fact from research, they would watch that. They would watch that. Von B, people that don't have shit to like watching other people, and that's that. Hell, look how often we sign on when certain people log on to YouTube. When I said I cuss more offline, it really only pertained to my love of videos. I mean, it's a really interesting thing because we have to look at how the internet is shaping our behavior. Because here's another cat I found the other day. Because the recipe is CJ so cool. This dude bought a mansion for him and his family. I really didn't get into it because clearly these are their kids. And this dude has 6.8 million subscribers. All right, let me just stop this right here. All right, dude had these all the cars, and he's got two Lambos. There's a Jeep. I think that's a Camaro. I don't know what that is. I think that's an Aston Martin and a Lambo. So he bought. I mean, he did a whole video on this whole thing, and I'm just looking because the thing is, CJ So Cool is clearly he's a family guy. Got all these kids up in the house. His mama come. They got the grandmama coming up in there, and it's very interesting how they do this. And they're in Vegas. So reality TV is real because they got 1.4 billion views. This almost got 25 million views when he got that house. So if you got a cute girlfriend, some cute kids, and you're let me show you another one. The Ace family. They got 16 million subscribers. But she could look like a model. She bad to the bone. So I think this channel really is running off of her because I mean, she's had 2 kids. She don't even look like she had kids. You know, this is YouTube money, man. This YouTube money. You got all these kids living in mansions. If you want to put yourself out there like that, there is money to be made. Let me see. Let me check out. Let's see. Oh. This dude, oh, he didn't really blow up. They didn't blow up. Huh. They haven't really blown up like I thought they would. See, he started off with Hot Damn I Rock. How many of y'all remember that guy? Yeah, they're not rolling. Now they left New Orleans and moved to Arizona to some big old house. And they got the cute kids. So, the question is this how they really are, or they're acting this way because of the YouTube life? That's a big, big question. Been the bartender. Oh yeah, YouTube deep, man. Black Caesar. Currently, we are presently experiencing real time and fulfillment of the movie surrogates that starred actor Bruce Willis. Been the bartender. Vegas housing prices aren't as high as California. Robbie Rob, who knew the family channels could be so big? In real life, I get stopped all day because I have a set of adorable twins. I feel like online will be 10x. People always want to look and ask questions. Um, if you're willing to do it, Anthony Jones, if I brought my ruggedness and humor to this, it would be loved by the people. I know Ben. Yes, she's bad. She's a breeder. Keep popping out kids and still look skinny. Yeah, look at Mr. Beast. That's a very interesting study right there. So here's the question of the day: does your e personality match your offline personality? Just put that down there in the comments. I'm getting ready to scram because I'll be back. I got more to say on a different topic. Peace.